Good morning. It's Vijay here. A brand new day, Friday, 22nd November 2024. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre Market Commentary. Please note, I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So, whatever I say and whatever I plan is entirely my own thinking. So, kindly consult your advisor, with financial advisor, before going ahead. So let's jump into what happened yesterday. Here we discuss what happened yesterday and what's likely to happen today. So yesterday was one of those harrowing days where you see everything seemed hunky dory just before market opened, and the Adani factor came into play, and it played big time, and there was a lot of panic all round, especially among the Adani stocks, and the collateral damage was in the PSU stocks because PSU banks have given quite a bit of loans to Adani. Apart from that, the government financial companies like REC, PFC, all of them suffered because this pertains to Adani Power, Adani Green Energy actually. NTPC also is one of those companies which is involved. So therefore, morning market showed in the pre-open some 30 points down, and then the sell-off took place. It was a harrowing sell-off, and generally everybody pressed the panic buttons without understanding the nuances of the case. Indictment means that the SEC and DOJ have reasons to suspect that something has been done, something wrong has been done, but it has also got the right for Adani Group to defend it. So it is not that the case is done and dusted. It is just the beginning of a long legal process. And as the day went on, we came to know that it was four states which were involved, and all of them, coincidentally happened to be opposition ruled state with out of the 2,000 crore alleged bribe, 1,750 crores went to Andhra, the remaining went to Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Jammu and Kashmir. So, to that extent, I think the ruling party heaved a sigh of relief. But whatever it is, it's a long, drawn out process. Adani Group, as usual, have come out denying all the allegations. Incidentally, the allegations are just allegations because they have not said that actually bribes have been paid. They only said they plan to pay the bribes. So it's going to be a long haul because the prosecutor has to prove beyond a doubt that the group actually involved into it. Incidentally, they are not even named the companies; they have named only the individuals. So that is very interesting. As we went through, so many things are there which can give hope to Adani, and also we can give hope to more than Adani, the PSU banks which have put money onto Adani companies. But what it will do for the Adani group is that their fundraising will be crimped to the extent they get a clean check from the US authorities. So therefore, the Nifty fell down and made a new low. Whatever Tuesday's gains that were wiped out in the first few minutes, it ended at a 5-month low. Adani Group stock slide, then Sensex fell 429 points, and Nifty 169 points, and mid cap also slipped over 169 points. And Nifty Bank fell down to 254 points, mainly because of the PSU banks. Power Grid continued to see buying. It was the top Nifty gainer. Indian Hotels hit a record high. So did Federal Bank. Suzlon now was very strong. And then we have NLC, which did well. UPL rose up. Paytm went up. So many stocks did go up. It is not that there was only panic across the board. Lots of stocks did go up. HDFC Bank, for instance, was very active because on 26th Monday is when you have the Morgan Stanley reweighting of the index. So I think some people are buying before that. So that though all that has happened, IT did well, Realty did well. So there were certain sectors which did well. Yeah, the microcap index moved off quite significantly from the lows. Same thing with small cap and mid cap. Nifty and Bank Nifty were in a range throughout, but it didn't break the opening lows. That is a saving grace. So, are we looking at is the worst over? Whatever bad news had to come, which we know, especially yesterday's was, I would say, a black swan event. and it hit us, yet the market survived. So I'm suspecting, I hate to look for tops and exact bottoms, but this is a good entry point, I think, for lots of stocks. Index may go anywhere, but I think by and large, I think market has recovered from the worst blow which it got in the first 1 hour. So I'm assuming that things are likely to get better, and I will do a longer episode a weekend, maybe on Sunday, because I've been out of town for about 2 weeks. So only when I come back to my home, and Sunday I shall do to show how this fall, this severe fall, which has happened over last 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, how did it compare with the previous 6 to 8 weeks fall? This fall has been relentless. FIs have been selling. That's what happened in those other falls, and we will compare and what happened after that. This is an interesting episode which is coming this weekend. Deja vu is what I would like to call it, and we'll see how the fall happened and then what happened after the fall. I think it'll be very interesting to watch it. Not because I'm presenting it, because the data is interesting. FIs panicked and sold. Mostly they sold in Adani Group stocks. It looks like 5,300 crores. DIS tried to match them, but not good enough. The GIFT Nifty, which I really don't follow too much, for people who follow, it's about 100 points. It's showing a gap up between now and market opening. We don't know exactly where it will go, but it is showing it is in the positive. It was simply because yesterday the closing seemed to be much better than the opening lows. Dow Jones, the US markets did very well. Actually, in the first few minutes, Dow Jones fell about 100 plus points, Nasdaq fell 250 points, S&P fell 30 points, but then they recovered. This pattern is happening every day, where the opening, there is huge sell-off, and then during the course of the day, the bulls come into play, and they invariably take it higher than the open. That is sign of a very strong bull market. It is not the case in India. In India, the bulls are not able to close at the highs till now. They have been able to hold the lows. So there is a difference between Indian market and the US markets. European markets did very well. Again, they were in the red for a long time. And then finally, Germany led the charge up front. Then FTSE also did very well, and CAC was moderate. Overnight commodities, Brent went up. Some supply demand, I think, mismatch. So Brent crossed 74. Gold went up to close to 2,670, 75. Silver is struggling. The other commodities did not do anything great. So now the question, as I said, is whether the worst is over. I believe that the worst is over, or at least it is getting over in many stocks. So since we are a stock specific kind of people, so we will look at those stocks and buy into those stocks. They are typically the auto stocks, the bank stocks, private banks, especially like HDFC Bank, ICICI, Axis Bank did very well yesterday, Kotak did well, and some few auto stocks like Maruti, Bajaj Auto. These are the stocks which I'm looking for day trading. We continue to hold our Murat stocks, which we are hoping that they will do better by Pongal. So whatever you do today, hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.